Is the Airbus A320 really safer than the Boeing 737? This question has divided aviation fans for years. Both aircraft fly millions of passengers safely every day. Both are trusted by the world's biggest airlines. Yet when experts compare design philosophy, automation, and human error protection, the Airbus A320 often stands out. The biggest difference begins with how these aircraft think. Airbus designed the A320 around a simple idea. Humans make mistakes, and computers should prevent those mistakes from becoming disasters. That's why the A320 uses full fly-by-wire technology. Every pilot input is first analyzed by a computer before the aircraft responds. Boeing, on the other hand, follows a traditional philosophy. The pilot is always the final authority. In the Boeing 737, the aircraft responds directly to pilot commands, even if those commands push the aircraft toward dangerous limits. This difference becomes critical during high-stress situations. In the Airbus A320, flight envelope protection acts like an invisible safety net. The aircraft will not allow a stall, it will not allow overspeed, it will not allow excessive bank angles or structural overload. Even if a pilot pulls too hard or reacts incorrectly, the aircraft physically refuses to leave its safe operating zone. In the Boeing 737, these protections do not exist in the same way. The aircraft can be stalled, it can be oversped, it depends heavily on pilot judgment and reaction time, and in aviation, seconds matter. Another key difference lies in the cockpit controls. The Airbus A320 uses a side stick controller, small, precise inputs, less physical fatigue, and most importantly, the side stick works in harmony with the flight computers. The Boeing 737 uses a traditional control yoke. Many pilots love its physical feedback, but it also allows full control authority at all times, which means errors are not filtered out by the system. This design gap became impossible to ignore during the 737 MAX crisis. To compensate for aerodynamic changes, Boeing introduced MCS, a system that relied heavily on a single sensor. When that sensor failed, the aircraft repeatedly pushed the nose down, overpowering pilot inputs. Airbus aircraft are designed differently. No single system can aggressively override the pilot without layers of protection. Redundancy is deeply built into Airbus flight control logic. This does not mean Boeing aircraft are unsafe today, but it highlighted the limits of updating a legacy design in a modern, automated world. Emergency workload is another important factor. In the Airbus A320, pilots receive clear ECAM alerts. The system identifies the problem and guides the crew step by step. In the Boeing 737, pilots rely more on memory and checklists. This increases workload at the exact moment when stress is highest. And aviation history shows us one clear truth. High workload increases the risk of human error. So what about safety records? Both aircraft families have excellent overall safety statistics. Millions of flights, millions of safe landings. Passengers are safe on both. But when analysts study accident patterns, many loss of control events could have been prevented by stronger envelope protection. That's where the Airbus A320 gains its edge. Not because pilots are weak, but because even the best pilots are human. So is the Airbus A320 safer than the Boeing 737? In terms of automation, human error protection, and modern safety philosophy, yes, slightly. But remember this, a safe flight depends on training, maintenance, and crew discipline, not just the airplane. Still, in a world where mistakes happen, the Airbus A320 is designed to forgive them. And sometimes forgiveness is the strongest safety feature of all.